Is this thing on? Welcome to Rebooted the podcast. I'm your host, Alita Hernandez. Come join me weekly to hear about my journey from recovery to healing after having a stroke and other life challenges. So let's get talking. Hernandez, Rebooted the podcast. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. I know a lot of people had an extra day off from their normal jobs. Hope you had a good time with your family and just relax a little bit and recharge for the week. So I just want to go over a little bit more about what I'm doing here with Rebooted. The show is about your body, mind, soul, and spirit. So I try to encompass all of that because I believe that that is what you need, all of it to really be like a whole person. So, and I'm learning as I go. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm just giving you my personal opinions and things that I've gone through, and I share with special guests that I always have with me that go through, their own story as well. So, with that, I want to also say that I really find that spiritual guidance is really important in your daily life. I've noticed that I was raised, in a Catholic household and with structure of church and everything like that. And, you always have your doubts and you have your questions and things like that. And sometimes people don't answer you the way you want to answer it or you don't understand it the way they're trying to understand it. But as I got older, I realized that the foundation of having hope and having spiritual guidance, you need to have something in your life that you can hold on to and hope, because there are some times that the world gets to you, the depression gets to you, and the pressures of making money and paying bills and all this stuff piles onto you. You have children, you go through divorce. I mean, there's so much stuff. We can continue on and on and on. And you have to get to a point like, where do I go? Where do I look for strength? And I'm not telling anybody to believe in one thing or another. I'm just saying you need to find, that strength, that hope in something bigger than us. I still really believe there's something bigger than us in this universe. I've had things in my life. When I had the stroke, I woke up at sometime in the middle of the night because I was having a dream. And in my dream, it said, "You just had a stroke, Miss Hernandez." And I woke up. So for me, that's a spiritual intervention right there. Why did I have that in my dream to wake up just at that moment? And that was the moment that I had the stroke and didn't realize I was so confused. So right there was like a little, for me, God saved my life. And I'll always say that. And he saved it multiple times in my life. And you'll hear about other stories of my life later through more podcasts. But he really did that day, because if I didn't wake up that day, I don't know if I would have been here to even tell you this story. So I am blessed and grateful today to just share that story with you and have hope. Just have hope. And, if you feel like you need some help, there's so many places you can call. I always say, leave me a message, call me, email me, whatever you need. I'll give you a guidance. I'll guide you somewhere. Somebody else might come into your life. Pray that somebody comes into your life that's an angel. Somebody will be out there for you to help you and guide you to the right path. Because I think we have angels all around us through different people that we know. And they come to you in a season. And then you don't realize and go, wow, I remember that person in my life, and that person impacted me. Like last week I had David Gandel here, and I didn't know him well. Like, we're not best friends, but I met him 10 years ago, but he made an impression on me. And because of that, he stuck with me, and he's always been praying for me. So this year he sends me a message, and we reconnected and we talked, and it was just like it was supposed to be. God put us back together again. And he shared also that he sent me a text exactly 1 year ago, like May 20th, and then I talked to him. He was on my show 1 year almost exactly. So that was just really, nothing's a coincidence. So just a little there. And today we have a special guest, Siobhan. And Siobhan is a superwoman, a boss lady. She has a story to tell. She has this vegan products she uses for facials. I haven't gone yet to one of our episodes. I got to go and do my facial and everything like that too. And she has a great story too. Sherry, a very spirit-filled woman. And I already feel the presence, the energy in this room right now, so I know it's going to be awesome. So we'll be right back after this brief commercial about Club Secret.
Let's be honest. When you want this VIP lifestyle 24/7, or at least almost 24/7, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Now there is Club Secret, the ultimate lifestyle membership. Our VIP global brand is centered around helping people look better, feel better, and experiencing the world. We have proven world-class self-care products to enhance your outer self so you look like a VIP. We have the ultimate premium supplements and plant-based nutrition to give you the cleanest energy to help you go throughout your day so you feel like a VIP. Being a part of Club Secret enables you to experience the world like you never have before through our wholesale booking platform, luxury vacation homes, villas, cruises, and our flagship group curated escapes to the most exciting parts of the world. And we don't stop there. You are a VIP, and we want to make sure you always feel that way. We give you access to memorable experiences with VIP events centered around F1 racing, Wimbledon, Kentucky Derby, the Open, NFL, NBA, NHL, and more. Like VIP packages to the most popular concerts and festivals that we all know and love. Club Secret gives you savings on other lifestyle benefits such as telemedicine to save you time and money, popular retail brand partners, and more. So for less than Starbucks cup of coffee a day, we want you to have the VIP life every day, not just every once in a while. What's in the membership again? You get 30% off all premium product lines, save time and money at telemedicine, having a doctor access 24/7, wholesale hotel booking engine, curated escapes, VIP experiences, brand partner discounts, loyalty points on most things purchased in the community, and more. So if you want to claim your VIP status now in our Ultimate Lifestyle community, text or direct message the person back immediately that had you watch this video to learn more.
Welcome back. Hope you love that commercial about Club Secret. Remember, send me a message. You want more information about that for this VIP lifestyle membership club. It's amazing. I'm going to Cabo. I'm going to Denver for a convention. Follow us. Follow me on Instagram. You're going to check out all the great places and all the discounts I'm getting. It's amazing. But with that said, Siobhan is here with me. Hi, Siobhan. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been a year.
I know, the longest year of my life. I'm so grateful to be here. It's so amazing to even see that this is happening right now. I remember you called me months ago, like, I'm going to do this podcast. And listen, we are doing it. And I'm so excited to speak on this topic.
That's so great. I'm so great. I met Siobhan more than a year ago. I don't even know. I think it more than a year ago. We went. It was like our first event after the COVID lockdown.
Yes.
It was a women empowerment group. There was about
women
40.
in media.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw you in there with that pink hair.
I was the only one with pink hair.
And she was so sweet and bubbly, just like you are here now. She's
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Alita. How you doing? I was like, I'm Siobhan. And we just clicked ever since then. We always stayed connected.
Yeah, so. We were there with Christine, and I hadn't seen Christine for years as well.
I know.
And so, we've been talking over the years. I've been working with Christine on other episodes, with Dining Divas and everything.
I see.
And then I called Siobhan a couple of months ago, and I said, I'm going to do this podcast. I don't know what I'm doing. What are you doing? And she's like, I'm on this platform. And I'm like, I haven't tried that platform. I'm using this other platform. I go, there's so much to do. And I was like, I don't know where to begin. I said, you know what? I just have to start.
Right.
So I tell people out there, if you want to do something, you really have a passion to serve for other people, just do it. Just don't be afraid, because I was like, it was not going to be perfect. I don't have this. I don't have that. You know what? We're never perfect. And it's my personality, it's just like somebody earlier said something about sort of like type A personality, you want everything so perfect. But it doesn't. You just have to go for it and let God lead you, let the Spirit lead you, and see where it takes you. And that's the same thing with our conversation. We had a conversation this morning, and I want you to share just a little. How did you get to Florida? Like, where are you from?
Well, so I'm originally from Miami, Florida, but I was living in St. Petersburg, Florida at the time with my partner and my son and things like that. And I was sharing with Alita how my life seemed okay. I was stable, let's say that, perfect, whatever. But something just was missing. And inside, I felt like I wasn't quite fulfilled, and it wasn't as healthy as I wanted it to be. So one day, on a crazy whim, I just packed up my stuff and left. And I mean, I'm not proud of the way that I left, But in that process, I knew that I was going towards something greater. This is before I started my business. This is before I was even licensed as a makeup artist. I was a waitress at the time. But I said, you know what? I feel that God has more for me, and he's pulling me here, so I'm going to go right now. And that was about 4 years ago. Since then, I came here. I got my license as a makeup artist. I opened up my spa. Now we're getting into the glam agency. We have the vegan skincare line. And I'm just looking like, you know what? I'm so glad
that you did the move.
I'm so glad that I did the move, right?
Now, I mean, you were just going through a rough part of your life that you just had to, you separated with your partner at that time, and you just picked up the kids and you said, I'm out of here.
Yeah, out, yeah.
And sometimes, you know, I went through divorce as well when I had the father of my kids and stuff like that. And it's hard. I mean, sometimes you think about it now, was that the right move? Was not the right move? You know, and you question yourself. But it was at the moment of the time, and you know, like they say, you can have any regrets in your life. You just leave it as a lesson learned.
Absolutely.
And just constant lessons, but let's try lesson the lessons, right? Lesson the lessons, because you know that's why we're here. Okay, you know we've gone through some things, so don't go through it. You don't have to.
Right. I mean, looking back in hindsight, it was definitely a necessary move for all of us because, like I say, I was in such a stable and, i.e., stagnant place. It took for someone to make a big move to kind of shift everything in the right direction. And although it was painful and, you know, whatever, everyone got in place where they needed to be. And even my partner, he's here in Miami now. He's doing great. My son has both of us. So it definitely worked out for the better.
That's great. That's a blessing there. Your kids are good and everything in relationships. So how do you find your spiritual wellness comes into all in play with this?
So my spiritual wellness is actually the core of my business because it is a wellness center business. We offer spa services and vegan skincare, right? And so that's actually an interesting combo because when you think of being a business owner or boss, it's not synonymous with wellness, health, calm, relax. These are two polar opposites, right? But it's been like so crucial for me because I find that I can only pour into my business as much as I can pour into myself. Right. And so based on the personality that I just have, I'm a very extroverted person, but I'm also an introvert. So I can go out and, you know, really explore, but I need a lot of recovery time to heal and just do nothing. Like sometimes I sit in my backyard and I just like lay there. I need that, right?
Yeah, it's
and
true.
So at first I used to feel so guilty about doing that.
That's true.
Because I'm like, I'm wasting time. I have emails. But I realized when I took that time to just restore my body, I was much more productive and I was much more aligned. So not only did more opportunities start coming, they were more aligned with who I really was and wanted to be versus just fake busy. You know?
Well, because they say, you know, in the spiritual world or in church, they always talk about having that quiet moment. You know, when they say you meditate and you pray, you have to be in a quiet state of mind. You should be in a quiet room by yourself just to have clearer thoughts. Yeah. Because we live in such a fast-paced world that you're trying to be like you're trying to relax and have all this stuff going through your mind, and I'm the same way. Like I need my quiet time. I need my alone time. Sometimes I want to lock myself in the closet because I can't find a space. You can't even go. I'm sorry, you can't even go to the bathroom without somebody interrupting you.
I know. So, I have an 8-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So the minute you go. This is a safe place. The child comes, Mommy. You really need me right now?
Let me come in. I'm like,
can you just wait like 3 minutes? Just 3 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
So I understand that. And I'm learning again. I'm learning every day, and I find I met this woman, Sunny Afra. She was on my show. She does manifestation, meditation. Okay. We do full moon right here in Delray Beach every month. I think the next one's June 12th. I have to check, but you'll check on my post. And we go to the beach and we're just sitting there on the sand. You're feeling the sand. You hear the ocean. The full moon is out. And she has this big gong. We have music. And it's just relaxing. And she helps you really decompress and get away from the noise.
Yeah, it's so important.
And just empty your mind, which I didn't think I could do. and really just sink in. And now I find that doing that, praying, and really thinking of what I want. Like now it's not a dream anymore. I said I wanted a podcast, I'm doing the podcast. So I wake up in the morning, I'm going to do this today. Not I'm going to try. No, I'm not trying. Trying doesn't work. You have to do.
That's right. That's right. And that's what happens when you bridge that gap. When you know yourself, give yourself what you need, and connect with that higher source. Because it just essentially creates a clean slate for you to manifest and walk and, you know, push through.
And it's not easy. So we're talking about it, but I know the road wasn't easy for you. It wasn't for me.
No.
I mean, there's a lot of things, you know, you probably had to struggle with housing and children and money.
Yeah.
Just, am I going to have money to pay the rent, or do I eat? I mean, a lot of things happen like that. You know, that's normal life, unfortunately. You know, I never assume. I always say never assume on a person. You see somebody, you think you know that person. You don't know me at all.
No, it's definitely difficult. Especially, and maybe you can relate to this, being a creative person and a spiritual person. We move through life a little differently. We have a different juxtaposition when it comes to how we view structure. And that in itself creates a lot of challenges because we don't fit into every space, you know? So it definitely came with its challenges. Like I've had a lot of different jobs, you know, like things have been up and down.
Right.
But when I look at the value that has bought my life, I've learned how to budget. So whether I have a job for 6 months or a year, I know I have enough money to take care of everything, you know? So it's just, you kind of learn how to roll with the punches and learn yourself better.
And I mean, we have to bring this up because we are women. We're strong, intelligent women. We had children, so you were functioning as a single mother. And there's a lot of obstacles there because one, to be young and have children and then try to go date is a whole nother gamut.
Oh my God.
And especially if you really have faith. So you're like, I want XYZ person to be this way and this way. And then when you go out there, you're like, okay, they have 3 out of 10. No, that's not happening. You know, like, so then it becomes a whole nother, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I've gone through so many phases of my life that I don't even know how to begin to explain how things work because it takes so much to get out of the funk. You know, when you're in that, when you're in it, when you're in the moment, like when you were packing up and leaving going, I don't know what I'm doing. Like when you got here, what happened? Were you... did you go to your family's house?
I went to I went to my family's. Yeah, because I'm originally from Miami.
Right.
So I came to my family's house. I took about 2 weeks of just like crying and just like trying to figure things out.
Process it.
Because it was such an overwhelming change for me and for my son. My son was like 3 at the time. He was a baby. He was so hurt.
They don't understand.
Yeah. So I took like 2 weeks of soaking.
But
you know, just to be honest, but fortunately, I did come down here with a vision. I know that I want to get licensed as a makeup artist. That was my vision. I want to work as a makeup artist. So I end up getting a job at a spa in Brickell after that 2 week period.
Right.
And what I loved about that job was that it was such a tranquil healing space. And at the time I wasn't really into healing, but getting that job kind of introduced me to wellness. And I was just like, oh my God, I need this.
And it helped you at the moment because you were going through so much.
Yeah. It introduced me into sound therapy, aromatherapy, like just different coping, all of this stuff.
Can't smell it. We
even, you know, it helped me find different coping mechanisms to things that I just didn't have the capacity to deal with on my own. And from there, it was just like one step at a time. You know, God would constantly bring the resources that I need to get to the next stage. And I'm, you know, still grinding. Like, it never stops. It never stops. But the great thing about when you get to a space where you at least feel aligned, you don't have to be at the goal. But if you feel like you're living in a place that's true to who you are, it's a really enjoyable journey.
Like a relief. Like right now, I feel really complete in the sense that JC and I, we're doing what we want to do, and we're doing it together, and we're aligned together, which is, let me tell you, I can't even say we've been working on it, not even like subconsciously, I really believe, because it's just been amazing, you know, that we're so similar, and now we're working towards a goal. And he has his music, Salsa en Control, which they're performing June 9th at Genesis in Pompano, Genesis Events in Pompano. You'll see the flyer on my Facebook page. Just had to throw that one in there.
I love it.
And but anyway, it's just really amazing once you focus on something. You go, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Like I said to him, you're gonna do the orchestra. You're gonna be successful. You know, we're putting it out there. We're going traveling, and we're starting to travel, and we just put it out there. Just get blessing. The more we bless others, the blessings come.
Yeah, it's a flow. It's different when you're building your own dream. It's just a different feeling because you're leading with impact instead of a set goal in mind.
Exactly.
And that's the difference between just being a regular business owner and being money driven or accomplishment driven, and saying, no, I'm going to throw some wellness up in here because I want to have a purposeful career. I want to impact people. I want to empower people.
Exactly.
You know,
and that's why I say I want to impact 1 million people positively.
Yes.
So if you have any testimonies that something I said or any of my guests said that really impacted you, can you just bring it in, you know, put it in Facebook, Instagram, wherever you want. Send me a little note and I can talk about it online here. I would love to do that. With that, we're going to take, I think, another short break, and we're right back with Siobhan and just talk about a little bit more about her skin line. So we'll be right back.
Awesome.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
So we're back again with Siobhan. So Siobhan, tell me a little bit about this beauty line that you have.
Okay, so as an esthetician, I am super anal about the products that we all use on our skin. And I believe that when you use vegan skincare products, it is a different experience. Number one, the results last. A lot of you may be using products that will last for about 3 months. On that 4th month, it's just not working anymore. You need something new. And before you know it, you're buying too many products. So with vegan products, you do not experience this because it's plant-based. And that means that it aligns naturally with our skin's chemistry. It's giving us more of the good stuff that we've been missing out on. Outside of that, it's such a nourishing experience because when you're dealing with plants and herbs and things like that, it has aromas, and that's when we get into the aromatherapy. Right. So when you're putting it on your face and you can smell this chamomile, not only are you cleaning your face, you are calming your senses. Yes. And then that ties into, okay, well, this is my meditative moment to clear my mind. And it's just all kind of piggybacks off of that, right? So the name of the line is Dreamy Skin Aesthetics. We have a full line. We have our cleanser, serum, moisturizer, everything that you'll need to get your skin in tip-top shape, we have it under this line. So I've launched it in February. It's done phenomenal because, as you know, we do makeup as well. So the products like the serums and the cleansers and toners, they actually work really well as prep items to use before you do your makeup.
Oh, okay. Like a nice base. Now, are you doing makeup also?
I am.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna have a makeup line as well.
Oh, well, I'm not doing makeup products. No.
Okay.
No,
not here. You're just a makeup artist.
Makeup artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't have your own makeup. See,
no.
I'm putting it out there.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
She's gonna have her own makeup line.
I receive it.
Here.
I receive it.
I don't know why. I just thought she has her own eyeshadow and foundation and stuff like that.
Okay.
You never know.
Let's see. Not yet. You'll be the first to know.
So that's awesome. I mean, that's just. How did you come up with, like, you have scientists or chemists? How does that work? Like with the plant-based, like how do they do that?
So I actually got a manufacturer. Ironically, they're located in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I used to live.
So she had to go back. See?
Right.
Where she started. Look at that.
Isn't that so full circle? Yeah, I did a lot of research because I started the product line At first in my kitchen.
Oh.
Like making myself scraping the aloe, like really going in, right? And we got a lot of notoriety from that because it had such amazing results. And again, we infused that aromatherapy. We even got featured in British Vogue a couple times last year. So I was like, okay, that really opened the door to a whole new client base. But the only thing is, when I was hand making the products, they didn't have a long shelf life because they were so pure. And then I also used these glass jars that just didn't make sense logistically. They would break and things like that. So I had, you know, some research, some experience in mind when I was looking for a manufacturer.
Right.
And I found these people. They were so sweet. They're so easy to access. And I looked down ingredient by ingredient to make sure that, you know, this is a good next step. And sure enough, it was.
Well, you know, people don't realize that whatever you put on your skin, it goes seeps right down to your bloodstream.
Yeah.
So I learned something that when I was a little girl, maybe about 5 years old, I got real sick with a fever. And back in the day, when we were kids, when you had a fever, get the rubbing alcohol, and you know, mom or grandma would douse you with alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That's like 90% alcohol, 70% alcohol. You know what that does to a child? And when it goes in the sin, you get toxified. So now, intoxified with the alcohol. So when you have babies now, they have a little folder when you have your baby. I remember when I had my kids, it said no rubbing alcohol. You must dilute it.
Oh.
So what happened when I was 5 and a half, I had landed up having seizures. And they were like, she's having an epileptic seizure. Nobody knew what it was. It was the rubbing alcohol that caused the seizure.
Wow.
But back then they gave me some medication for seizures for like years. I had to take this pill. Okay. Oh no, in case just you have an epileptic seizure. No, it was the rubbing alcohol. But it took years to find that out. And then they finally discovered. So again, any kind of product you use, you know, I haven't used her products yet. I will soon. I'm going to go there and get a facial. I mean, I have different products. I've been waiting for my Club Secret products. They have stuff from the Dead Sea, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, I want to try those as well.
Those are just, you know, I mean, I haven't done anything on my face. You know, I went one time to do my lips a little bit. Oh my God, almost kicked the lady. It hurt so
really?
bad.
Oh God.
I'm like, beauty hurts.
Yeah.
So we try to see as natural as possible.
Yes.
So I like the vegan products, my Dead Sea products from Club Secret. That's miracle healing. It makes your skin really nice and shiny. And
I gotta try that.
You know,
and that's a mask.
They have masks. They have these gold masks. I have to take a picture of it. They gave us. I went to the conference, and then they gifted some of the people with some of these gold masks, and it's real refreshing because it has like cucumber, has all these natural products too.
I would like to check those out because it can be something we offer in the spa as well. If
exactly.
it's natural, then
exactly. We can align products, and you know, you can see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is great. So again, I was saying about how you have to be careful about the products you put on your skin because it goes into your bloodstream. And there's a lot of things out there. People don't read labels. Same thing, you don't read labels for food. You know, the theory is if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it.
Don't eat it, yeah. We should all be, please,
right?
Read labels for everything.
Labels.
Like, because it has consequences, okay?
It does. So I'm not to a point now, I try not to eat anything that's in a package.
Yeah.
Because it's processed.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard because you're like, what am I going to eat? It's faster just to grab a bag of chips or something. You know, grab some celery, carrots. I know it sounds boring, but it's better for you. You're
right.
Some blueberries, some raspberries, blackberries, I don't know, kiwi. There's a lot of stuff you can eat. Anything else but a bag of potato chips.
Yeah. I mean, I understand it's convenient, but just knowing that it's not healthy for you, it'll help you minimize your intake. Like it won't kill you every blue moon, but just know that this is not okay.
So anyway, we're coming to the end of the show. So please check out my post on Siobhan is De La Femme Beauty Spa.
De La Femme Beauty Spa. You can find me on Instagram as well as on Facebook at De La Femme Skin Spa. I would love to see you all in for facials.
We'll get some nice facials all together.
For products, we've got the vegan skincare for you. Or if you just have skin or beauty questions, I'm always here to help. So
make it a beautiful day. See you next Tuesday. Follow us on social media at Rebooted the Podcast to learn about each episode's guests and topics. This is your host, Alita Hernandez. See you next Tuesday. Thank you for joining us today.